Hey, love bugs. How are you tonight? Thanks for tuning in to Love Grind. I'm Ebony, your host, and I love that you're here tuning in. Love bugs, make sure you're getting on Facebook, Love Grind, and Instagram so you can follow me and friend me there. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube, okay? Make sure you're checking out all of our wonderful content up on our page. We have some quizzes on there, so make sure you're taking those and seeing what kind of love addict you are, okay, love bugs? Tonight, we're going to talk about love or lust. Which one are you in and which one is stronger? Okay, that's one thing I gotta say about my last relationship. The lust was so good. And so I don't want to be comparing anybody else to that, but I hope with time I can stop missing it and I can get in lust with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That matters, okay? I just want to let you guys know I'm not a licensed therapist just yet. Okay, I'm working on it. But if you need some professional help, you or anybody that you know close to you, please reach out for professional help. Also, I'm getting some of my information tonight from a site called psychcentral.com. Okay, love bugs, let's get right into our topic. Love or lust? Which one are you in? Love versus lust, or could you be addicted? Are you in love or lust? Disentangling and distinguishing your feelings can help you make positive decisions in your romantic life. Being in love is one of the most joyful experiences we can have. It's natural to get swept away when you meet someone and feel a true connection. In the early weeks and months of a relationship, it's often called the honeymoon phase. You and your partner may feel you can't get enough of each other. You want to be together constantly and might spend a lot of time thinking about one another when you're not together. Some people may find other aspects of their life waning, like friendships or work, falling by the wayside because they're so focused on their partner. And I think that's okay, love bugs. When you first meet someone, you want to be with them all the time. And sometimes you're like, where's Keisha? Where's Mike? And they're MIA. Well, they're trying to forge a new relationship, and that's okay. I think you can balance the two, once you settle into a good relationship. But in the first stages, you want to be with your partner. All right, some people may find all of this is common and in most cases a perfectly healthy stage of the relationship building process. But at some point, you may wonder whether your feeling is love or something else like lust or infatuation. Maybe you've started to worry that you're too dependent on your partner or even have a kind of addiction to them. And you can. I think I had addiction to my partner. Crazy, because your expectations are never met. And when they leave, 80% of the time you're going to be left with your mouth open like, what? So you don't want to get too dependent on that person. Disentangling what you're feeling can be challenging, especially when you're right in it. But there are some key differences between love and lust. Learning about them can help you stay grounded and make positive decisions in your romantic life. Love bugs, the difference between love and lust. Love and lust, they often go hand in hand, and lust often leads to love. But they're distinct emotional experiences. In scientific terms, is the desire for sexual gratification from a person. So you're wanting pleasing sex from that person, The sex hormones, testosterone and estrogen, regulate the libido and play a significant role in creating the experience of infatuation. In a relationship, lust can manifest in many ways. Some signs that you're in lust rather than love are you're fixated on a person's body and physically. You're more interested in having sex than conversations. You haven't discussed your feelings or future. You don't feel much desire to spend quality time together outside of those sheets, love bugs. There's no single definition of love, but it's a profound feeling of connection, passion, and warmth toward another person. Love is also influenced by hormones and neurotransmitters, in particular, oxytocin, the love hormone, that triggers feelings of affection and safety. When you're in love, you may spend hours conversing with your partner. You may become invested in their feelings and well-being and show them your vulnerabilities. Sex is a part of your relationship, but not the end goal. Over time, you'll begin to integrate into each other's lives and meet each other's families. All of these are signs of what you're experiencing is love. Love bugs? So, love versus lust, which is stronger? Get on Facebook, Love Grind, or Instagram and let me know what you think. Is love stronger? Is lust stronger? I vote lust. Sometimes you're just primal for that person, But then love too, all right? Let's check it out. Lust can feel overwhelming, especially when you're first getting to know one another. The intensity of that feeling of attraction may lead some people to assume that lust is a more powerful emotion. But lust almost invariably dissipates over time as couples settle into a routine. The intense lust of the honeymoon phase isn't sustainable over the long term. Love, on the other hand, love bugs, can stand the test of time. As couples become more comfortable, desire isn't absent in long-term relationships. Don't worry about that. Building trust over time can increase intimacy and sexual satisfaction. You love your person, trust them, or you're trying to get it in. It just makes it better. You can be yourselves. You can just let go of everything and just be yourself when you love somebody. If both partners are committed, love will only grow stronger. Can you be addicted to a person? All right, research from 2017 suggests that it's possible to become addicted to a person or a relationship. This is because the state of being in love or lust is inherently tied to powerful biochemical reactions in the brain. Lust and love produce chemicals in the brain's reward center, including the feel-good hormone oxytocin, which promotes bonding and emotional connection. Oxytocin, according to a 2014 study, may also be the reason party drugs like MDMA are so addictive. Being around a person you love or desire can produce a kind of dependency. You know that, love bugs. We've been talking about this whole season, dependency, as your brain craves another hit of oxytocin or dopamine. Here's that dopamine. Though it's not recognized as a mental health condition by the DSM, love addiction is a term used by some experts to describe this pattern. No formal definition of love addiction exists, but in a 2019 article defined it as a pattern of behavior characterized by a maladaptive, pervasive, and excessive interest toward one or more romantic partners. This behavior results in a lack of control and giving up other interests and behavior. Love addiction may lead to a codependent relationship dynamic, and we've also talked about that, love bugs. Codependency is different from interdependency, where you forge each other's lives together and help one another. But codependency is when you just depend on that person for your happiness, for your financial, for whatever it is, and that's very unhealthy. Codependency refers to a pattern of behavior in relationships. It was first introduced in the 1940s, okay? It specifically describes dynamics where one partner was living with substance use disorder. That's also a big factor. If one partner is an addict and one's not. I'm pretty sure the addict, which I was the codependent one, okay? They're not thinking or seeing clearly or using healthy expectations. It has since evolved into a broader term. Codependency describes any relationship in which one person or both loses their sense of independence. One person becomes enmeshed in the other person. A person subsumes their own needs and boundaries. There isn't a clinical definition of codependency, and it's not considered a mental health condition in itself. But some common signs may indicate that a person is codependent, okay? So look for these signs, love bugs, okay? Or in yourself, a profound need for approval, self-sacrifice, or taking on too much, minimizing or ignoring one's desires, intense fear and avoidance of conflict, people-pleasing or over-apologizing to keep the peace, overwhelming fears, rejection, or abandonment. It is important to distinguish between codependency and healthy interdependency. It's natural for partners in a relationship to depend on each other and to be conscious of one another's needs. Okay, but in a healthy interdependent relationship dynamic, both partners can support each other, but not at the expense of their own mental health. They feel comfortable stating their desires, asking for support, and setting boundaries. They rely on each other, but they don't become overly entangled. Okay, love bugs, no romantic relationship is perfect, and we all know that. Even the best matched couples will face challenges. Early on in a relationship, when you're still getting to know each other, it's easy to get swept up in either unrealistic fantasies or, worst case scenario, anxieties about the future. If you're unsure whether what you're feeling is love, lust, or a kind of addiction, you may feel even more confused. But remember, there's a natural ebb and flow to most relationships that can take time. So try not to put too much pressure on yourself or your partner. Focus on enjoying your time together and getting to know each other. But also make sure to retain some independence outside of the relationship. If you're concerned, love bugs, you don't know if you're in lust, love, or you're addicted, there's tons of sites that you can get on to help, okay? There's Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. There's Codependent Anonymous. There's the Mental Illness Happy Hour by Breanne Davis. Make sure you check that podcast out. If you're a little bit confused and you need to get some clarity, okay? Always stay emotionally intelligent. and know what you're doing and know what your partner is doing and communicate. Communication is key in a relationship, okay? So take care of one another, love bugs. Make all the decisions with your heart that you can. And until next time, I'm out.